In today's lecture, we will see the two topics. The one topic is based on the top management commitment and what is the role of the management in the total quality management. Because ultimately, we are not only to build a quality service and the quality product, but we are building the quality of the organization. And when the quality of the organization is improvised, ultimately it is the impact on the goods, services, what you provided. Because when a single organization which having more than 100 number of employees, and all the employees have the different thoughts from different region, from different area, and these 100 number of people is very important for the organization to work together. Because when they togetherly uh, just put the step ahead, okay, then there is 100 number of steps at a time, and that will be a very important part. Because all of them to be work togetherly, and when they are work togetherly, definitely it will give a quality. When we talk about togetherly means the see the potential of the employee. When you are recruiting the employee in your organization, definitely you see something good, the quality in that person, and because of that one, the organization selects. Okay. Now, what is the role of top management and why there is a need of commitment? Now, many times when we are talking about the quality, it is not only depend on the what the worker is doing or what the supervisor is doing in any organization, or we call it the industry. If you want to develop a product, it is okay. R&D is okay. In the R&D people, they develop a very good quality product. But when you have to scale up that product and in a large scale you are manufacturing, it is not a single person to handle the product. It's the many people are there to handling that one, and all of them should know that what is the quality of the product. It is not necessary that only the supervisor know what is the quality. No, everybody. And for that one, the role of top management is very very important. First of all, you need to have to just to take a decision from the top management that we are going for the total quality management. Okay, it means we need to improvise the quality of our industry, quality of our product, and that is not so easy. It is not start, or the quality is not start from the bottom side. The worker who is working, he don't know about the quality. He just know what the product is, how the product is manufactured. Okay, just like when you have say you become a supervisor and the workers and the operator under you. Okay, so that time you know the what is meant by quality. But what about that the worker who is working under the operator? He just know what the order the operator is given. Accordingly, he act. He never think what the action when he take the action. What will be the impact? You might be see there are the if you may have the farmer if you have the farm, and you know how the workers are working in the farm, or if you have the industry or any the proprietorship any business, you know how the laborers are working. They are just working like just what the you said accordingly they work. That call we call it is a gadav kam. Means whatever the things is ordered accordingly he work. If you say that you go there, then he go there. If you say come, then come. If you give the order that you go there and not give the order to come back, then he will be there. So such a type of the people are there. But from that one also we can take the work. We can take out the work from them, and we know what the quality they have. For that one, we need to give a motivation, and that motivation comes from the top management. Okay, so let's see in detail what the role of the top management here in total quality management. Okay, so these are the certain points that we will discuss in this one. The first is the management commitment is not a gift. Now, this is everybody know that when we talk about a management, it is not the gift. Management never give you the management commitment is not a gift. Means management never give the commitment to you. To you means what? Who is the person? Now, if you see the structuring of the any organization, any industry, Then you might have there is a owner whose industry is there. Okay, just like if we talk about Phenolics, then Phenolics have the PP Chabria, now the Prakash Chabria is the owner of the company. He is the owner, though there is a stakeholders are there, but the main person that is the director, he is the director of it. And from that one, there is a lot of general managers, the deputy managers, the production manager, the supervisors, the operators, workers, and many more. Okay, now uh, the main role who will talk to the top management about the quality improvement, and that is definitely it is by owner itself. If he is a technical person, he is known about it, then he will talk about the quality of it. Or the person who is leading the industry, the unit. It may be the general manager, it may be the plant manager, whoever be the top manager, the person, he should talk with the top management, and he will put it the things, what the quality means and how we can improve the quality and all. And once they are agree, the top management, when they are agree, how they agree, none of the person, none of the owner of industry are ready to just to give the input of money to the organization. They want to earn the money, they don't want to invest the money. Invest means when they are investing, they want something return. Okay, so when we talk about the quality, it means we need to have some technology, we need to improvise, we need to have certain techniques to be adopted, we need to take the software help, and the persons, some other extra persons we need to recruit for maintaining all these things. Okay, and ultimately what we are paying money for them, and none of the management is one that they have to pay extra amount, extra money. But we uh, get if we the manager who is the plant manager or general manager of the unit, if he is agree, if he just tell the top management, and if the top management is agree that okay, we will get some benefit from it, then no problem, we can go ahead for it. Okay, so that is the one thing. It is on and maintained through hard work, loyalty, communication, and good staff work. Now, when talk about top management commitment is due, or top management is ready to improve the quality on the basis of the hard work, the loyalty, and the communication and the good staff work. On that basis, they will say, okay, we will go ahead for it. Commitment from the top management may be most of the critical factor in the success of any programs. Now, this is the key factor. Unless and until if you are not what we call manage or the top management. It means if they are not agree, then it is not possible to work out anything. If you want to small implementation, if the top management is ready, if they give the power to you to implement the things, then only it is possible to implement. Otherwise, it is very difficult because all the time the finance comes, economics comes, and for that one we need to have or to meet to the top management that we want this amount for just doing this particular thing. Okay, so commitment from the top management may be most critical factor. So this is very difficult factor because they only read the economics, they only read the finance, they only read the benefits, they only need read the profit. So if the owner is investing the 100 rupees, can you give back 200 rupees to them? If it is okay, if you are ready to give, or if you have that much planning that you can give 200 rupees return to the owner, then he will definitely ready for it. Otherwise, they will not ready to do the things. And that is the one thing. Okay, and here the general manager, the plant manager, he is the person who can help for it. Okay, the senior management commitment is essential to help the get started with the TQM program. Now it might be the senior manager management, or the managers we can call, or the top management. They are only give a green signal for starting the TQM program, that is total quality management. Okay. For example, every time I'm giving the example, just like when you want to improvise yourself, say you are very much interested in sport. Okay. and you want some the kit for the sport which you are interested. Now when you will go to the your parents and say that I want this kit and this amount is required for buying the kit. Now the parents, again the top management, they decide whether they will give you the kit or not. So here, how uh, uh, with what we call with the strategy and with the planning, if you ask them to give the kit, then they will read it. Just like you are giving what is the benefit from it, and then they say okay. Otherwise, if you are not giving what is the benefit, what is the profit, then they will not agree for it to give the kit to you. So same thing is happen with the top management. The top management also have the same problem that they want the benefit output from it and positive output. All the time it is a positive output. It is not a government what we call the government projects. Many times you might see the government projects are failures. But just because of the interest in the society, interest for the people, they will ready to just take that the losses. But the same thing is not happen with the others too. Okay. Another is often the first step is to convince the senior managers of the financial and the wider benefits and overcome any barriers they that they may have. As I said, convincing to the senior manager, top management, and when they are convinced, then only you can implement the TQM process. It means the convincing. How they convince, as here mentioned, it is by the financial and the wider benefit. That is only the two things. The one is the what is the benefit to the owner, what is the benefit to the industry, and the second is how what is the finance they require and how much is the return we will get from it. On that one, it will depend. Okay. One of the best ways to do this to identify the obvious areas of the cost reduction, environmental improvement, where to make the immediate savings to no cost or low cost measures. Now, how we can convince the top management, top the senior management, and that is, as I said, how the planning of your the project. Okay, when you want to implement the total quality management, okay, it is a good thing. That is, you are to improvising the quality, but at the same time, can you reduce the cost? The one question that can you reduce the cost by implementing the quality management? And just like when initially the 1 ton of raw material is required for production of the say the 500 kg of a certain product, and now just by implementing the total quality management, you will realize that from the 1 ton of the raw material, you will get 700 kg of the product. It means the 200 kg is more in that case. So that means what? You are improvising the quality as well as you are improvising the quantity of it. And ultimately, when your conversion is high by utilizing that technique, then definitely it will be the benefit to the industry as well as you can reduce the costing of it. The one thing. Then the environmental improvement. Many times they are very strict about the environment. If one of the owner or the top management, they are very interested about the environment improvement. Means there should not be any air pollution, water pollution, or if you are implementing certain techniques, then it will be improvise the environment. Then definitely they are ready for it. Okay, so that is the one thing. So either through the cost or low cost measures. So here, the top management only know about what is the losses and what is the benefit from it. So no cost or the low cost. On that basis, it will be the top management give the commitment to you that okay, go ahead for doing the total quality management. Management commitment must be driven by strong desire to improve the quality all business companies. As we are learning the quality improvement and the quality improvement planning, in that one, this comes the commitment by a top manager. Now here there is a strong desire is important by a top manager. Once you are giving a planning, once you convince them, then there should be a strong desire to implementing the process, because that process is required from 3 years to 5 years to get the fruits of that particular project or that particular process, the program. Okay, it means when you are implementing the total quality management in the year of 2021, then might be you will get the improvisation it in 2024 or in 2023. You will get some fruits from it. Not the fruits, we can say first that there is some benefit that you will get, and afterward definitely you will get a good fruits from it. Means you get a output, a positive output. But does the top management is ready to wait for up till you will get a fruit from it for 2 to 3 years or more than the 3 years? This is very important. Okay, the top management must not only give a lead to the rest of the company, but also ensure that necessary decision and the action are taken. So many times what happens when the managers, general manager, they give the presentation about total quality management in front of the top management people, and the top management people are very happy that say, okay, it's very good initiative by the manager, and we will go ahead for it. And they say, okay, you go ahead, we will see the things whatever is there. But afterward, as they don't have the desire, and there is no strong desire, okay, and they are not capable or taking the decisions, prompt decision, quick decision, or not taking any actions on whatever the improvisation that is given, the points given by the general manager. Ultimately, it will the failure the TQM. So here the top management must not only give a lead. It is not just to say that go ahead for doing that thing, but they need to have take action as well as the decision for doing the TQM, total quality management program in the organization. Okay. Only the top management have the motivation and the power to effect the changes. So this is very important. Now, when the colleagues or the employee who is give the presentation and convince the top management that we are going for the total quality management, and then top management say okay, and then the manager comes to the cabin and they call the meeting to the managers from the different units, and all the unit managers they call the meetings with the colleagues, and they will say yes, we are going for this. But are we does that the managers who is at the unit section have the capability one thing, and does the workers and the operators who is working under the manager is ready to hear the manager? Then many of them are not ready to hear. The reason behind is that just like in your family, when if you have the elder sister and she says something to you, you are not hearing, because and the same thing if you the same thing if your parents, your mother or father tell you, then you will ready for that. The same thing is happening in the organization too. When the manager says something to me, as I am a operator or I am a become a production engineer, then I am not ready to hear him, because there may be some certain conflicts between the manager and me, and even I will not get what the fruits that I will get after 3 years, or I don't have the trust on them. So here it is very important a top management that they will be the only person, they will be the employer who give the motivation and power to do the changes into the all the people who is working in the organization. That's why you might be see there are the many the industries who is the person who is the owner. If he says something, then all of them are ready to do that. Just like in a Tata company, if the Ratan Tata says something that he gives a certain vision and mission to the people, all the people get accept from the top management, from the general management, to manager to the worker or to the peon, because that person get because of that the person's word, all the people get motivated, and they will get a single vision and mission, and then definitely they will work on it. So here a top management, here it is very important that they will always give the motivations and give the power. Power means power to the general manager, power to the manager. Okay, then only that total quality management program get implemented in the industry, in the organization, and then they will give you a good result from it. Okay. The management lead and follow up with the others carrying out the action. Top management must be fully involved in the managing process. Now, this is again the one thing that always the impacting of the in industry about the top management, how they take a follow up. Many times, just like the Prime Minister Modi, giving the example, they give the vision that we are to do a startup. Everybody is ready for doing that one. Everybody have the enthusiasm to do that part. But what about the follow-up of it? The scheme that you are implemented, the scheme that you have launched, are they are able to implement it? What is the ground reality of it? You need to look out that part. You need to take a follow-up. What happened to that scheme? What I launched? And once you get a follow-up from it, then it will be a successful implementation. Just like a Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, all the people are ready to make the cleanness when there is a 2 October. But after that one, what the next? Are we are doing the same thing all the 365 days? Then definitely not. It means that it is a one-day program. But the motive of that program is not a one day. The motive of the program is that you need to have know the cleanness, awareness to the people about the cleanness. But people are not ready for that. So why that is happened? Just because of not taking a follow-up. Same thing is happening in organization too. When you are say, okay, we will go for the quality, we need to go to give the quality product, we need to do the quality service, each and everything, a good thing that is on the paper. But what about the ground reality? You need to check it. Okay, and that is the part of a manager. That is the part of the management who is leading the company, who is leading the organization. He always take the follow-up, and that is the best way. And once you take a follow-up from it, definitely the people can work. Just like another example, I would like to give when we talk about the assignment, term work, the practicals. If I'm not taking a follow-up, very few people are complete the work within a time. Now, when I'm giving the reminder, then some people are doing that one. When I give another reminder, then another people, the students are uploading the thing. Why this has happened? Because of the follow. Now, how vigorously I'm taking a follow, on that basis you are working. Okay, the same thing is happening in the organization too. You need to take a follow-up every time, every day, every week, every month. See what is the progress of the implemented program. Okay. This is that we talk about the top management commitment. So how important it is that the top management role, okay, for implementation of any new techniques, any technology, or we call a total quality management. Especially we are talking about total quality management. Okay, so once this vision and mission given by the top management, then it is very easy and smoothly it is work out. Okay. This is the one part of a top management commitment from the quality planning. The another section